All right, let's jump in. I am excited. Just as I told you before, clarity will bring confidence, right? We don't just need motivation, we need clarity. Motivation gets us up for the moment, but clarity keeps us there. It is a sustaining power that you get when you are clear about what it is that you want to do. So you have your checklist. So you should have downloaded it. You have the whole workbook there. By now, you've probably worked through a couple of these sessions. And I want to highlight some things, all right? I want to highlight some things that I just want to make sure that you get. So I'm looking right now at the quick start checklist. So if you want, pull up your workbook. Let's go to the front part where the quick start checklist. There's two parts to this checklist. The first part is it tells you to block out some time in order to complete it. You got to put the work in order to get the results back. What we're going to go over today is we're going to go over your big goal. Right? I put next to there, be bold. And then we're going to identify some milestones to make sure that you can get small wins on the road to your big goal that you have identified. Then in the second session, I want to make sure that I talk to you about your tracking system. Whatever we measure, we're going to have the ability to master. Whatever we measure, we have the ability to master. So let's jump right in to your big goals, right? Let's jump into our big goals. So that should be, it says at the top of the page, your big goal. What's the one transformational outcome you want to achieve in the next 90 days? The reason why we pick 90 days is because we have to give ourselves long enough period of time, yet short enough period of time, because if we just go with an annual goal, a 5-year goal, it takes us too long to get there. And a lot of times we lose focus along the way. So I like to have shorter periods of time because in 90 days, it's short enough for us to sustain focus. And when I do that, I can celebrate myself. Write this down somewhere. It's not in your notes, but write this down. You want to learn to praise progress as success. You got to pat yourself on the back. You got to high five yourself. You got to celebrate small wins along the way. So the first thing that we talked about was SMART goals. John Maxwell, one of my mentors, teaches the SMART concept. S-M-A-R-T. It's right here in your notes. The first thing is specific outcomes. Make sure that it's specific. You don't want to be vague. I don't want to go on a trip. I want to be able to go specific. I want to go to San Diego. That helps us to identify the location, but it also helps us to identify where we're starting from. So wherever I'm starting from and wherever I desire to go, now we can get directions for that trip. So be specific, okay? M is measurable outcomes. Measurable outcomes. It has to be able to measure. So SMART goals are specific. They're also measurable. The A is they're attainable. You get to determine if it's attainable. I don't want to ever put my expectations on you. I want you to put what you believe is attainable for your life. Don't do it too small, but don't do it so big, because we want to be able to celebrate these along the way. The R is a reason or your why, right? Your reason or your why. Now, your why has to be personal. It has to be something that's like, it makes you get up in the morning, or it makes you stay up late at night. It makes you think about it over and over. It's a burning reason of, it's something that will not allow a failure or an obstacle to cause you to stop or quit. It's something that will allow the fear to say, I'm willing to do this afraid. It's something that is, okay, I'll give it to you. Look at a mother, look at a father, look at a parent to their child. If I know my kid's hungry, I'm going to figure it out. That's enough motivation to get me out of the bed. It will cause me to work an extra hour. It'll cause me to ask. It'll cause me to find the solution, right? Because it's a reason. You got to have that. And then the T is time bound. It's close enough period where I can see it happening within this 90 days, okay? Now, what I found though, is if we're not careful, we will shoot too small and we will end up hitting the goal, but it was a small goal. And I call that a SAFE goal. And it's an acronym for small and fairly easy. SAFE. Small and fairly easy. I do not want you to just have a small and fairly easy goal. I want you to have a big goal. I want you to have something that you have to stretch, you have to become, you have to evolve, you have to give it your all. That's the kind of goal that I want you writing down. Now, the first thing we're going to do as we identify this goal is we're going to write it. We're going to write it. When I buy a ticket, it locks me into that location. When I write my goal, it locks me into that goal.